sponsored by you at WWE 2K17 on the sponsors on the wall. Yeah. You got bets on?
No, I need to put bets on that. Some stage.
See, I think too many people writing Masvidal off. We spoke about this that was a 5-second knockout, quickest ever. Too many people are writing him off, I think, in this fight.
Well, you've had steam coming out your ears for the last 2 weeks waiting for this card.
I know. This is one
of the head. 287, right? 287, Ryan. Oh, it's 287 coming up, Ryan.
Yeah, it's good job it went your birthday this weekend.
I know, yeah. Your boy is real there.
It is
your best mate.
Giving him tips when I sent him in the bar.
See, this is why it's interesting, right? Because I don't rate him. I mean, I won't want to step in a ring with him. Like, I'd feel sorry for him and I'd knock him out, but
naturally.
I think it's because I've paid money to watch the cards when he's been in them. You know, we've watched him fight, and every time I've been disappointed. But there's no denying he's an amazing athlete and he's done amazing things. But I don't think
you've missed out on his highlights.
I think what it is for me getting into UFC and watching him, he's very arrogant. And then
I can see that. And
then I'm watching his arrogance play out in the octagon, and his arrogance doesn't match his performance. From what I've seen, like, his arrogance doesn't match how good he thinks he is. And then Pereira, I think Pereira's come up and gone, you know what, mate? Sit your ass down. Stop being such an arrogant pig. This is a smack to the face.
Well, I think he's going to come out and try and make a statement tonight. I think he's going to try and finish him third round.
I do as well.
Third. If he finishes him at third round on every other bet, that comes in for me. You'll see me break my neck trying to do a backflip off this sofa.
Mike, is that what you think's what's going to happen? Is that just what you want to happen now for your bet, though? Is that the difference?
Oh, that's what's going to happen. My bet's going to come in. I'm going to be shelling money out. Then it'll be my luck. I'll get down tomorrow.
See, yeah, I guess you two will bias though, right? Because you were Adesanya fans, right?
Yeah. When I went to the meet-up the other week in the bar, it was the same bar where I met him, and I was going around going, "Where is he?" And I asked one at fucking Dorman. So I had a few drinks, and I was like,
"Just tell him Mark's here."
As if he's like Frank Gallagher, and we're there every weekend, sort of thing. Not prime bloody athlete, you know.
Is he about?
Yeah, I know.
Just tell him Mark's here.
He'll understand, honestly.
But yeah, man, I just think, like, from watching his last fight against Pereira, like, I think Pereira didn't expect to get chinned in that first round. I don't think he expected it. I think it took him off guard as well as nearly took him off his feet. I don't think he was expecting it. And,
yeah, definitely.
But then, in the same breath, I don't think Adesanya expected Pereira to come out like the fight and the rounds he did. But I mean, looking at the both of them, all it takes is one good shot to knock someone off their feet with enough time left in the round, and then that's it. Like if Adesanya had an extra 30 seconds in that first round, game over. Pereira wouldn't have got up. There's no
not even
doubt.
30 seconds. It could have been 10 seconds. He was so close to finishing, wasn't he? And that's the thing. That's why I find it weird where everyone's writing Izzy off for this. I'm like, they're both super, super dangerous and can both really hurt each other. Just find it a bit weird.
I'm not definitely not writing Izzy off, but I feel like it's kind of a McGregor situation in a way of like when he lost his first fight, like he had so much support around him, like everybody loves McGregor.
Yeah.
And then he lost.
Well, not everyone.
Well, yeah, not everyone. But when he lost, everyone backed him even further. I was like, well, it's a slip up. It's, these things happen. And that's a parallel with boxing. when you have a boxer that loses a fight, we was talking about this the other week. If you have a boxer that loses a fight and all of a sudden their 28-0 record becomes when he's 28-1, they're like, well, he's over then. Let's go and support Usyk now because he's champion. Whereas in the UFC, someone loses a fight, it's pretty normal and they back him. But they seem to disregard the opponent who beat them the first time. That's how I see from an outsider looking in. It's like
that happens all the time. Like look at Leon Edwards and Usman. You know, Leon beat Usman, didn't he? And then it was it was a fluke basically. You know, Usman's going to dominate it, and then it didn't happen, did it? You know, happens quite a lot. That, but I think UFC fans are fickle as well like that though with boxing. Like, yeah, if a fighter loses once, it's kind of okay. If they lose a couple times, that's it. It's like, oh, this guy sucks now. You know. It's what have you done for me lately?
On to the next thing,
yeah. It's like the second that Hamzat loses, people will be like, "I knew he were a fraud," or "Knew he couldn't do it." Or like, you're like, look at the people that he's destroyed. Aside from Gilbert, you know,
it is a joke, though, isn't it? How can you call someone a fraud?
When he was 17.
This is a young lad, isn't it? Yeah, I like this guy. I really like this guy.
That's what we were saying though. Dwayne, in 10 years' time, he's still going to be a young fighter.
Yeah,
super
I was
young.
19, I was
18.
18. Wow.
What were you doing at 18?
What was I doing? I was on X Factor when I was 18.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'll put the link below. Ryan's audition to the X Factor.
Yeah, they're paying me a lot to be on here today.
Yeah.
Monster Energy and chocolate.
Matt, what were you doing at 18?
18.
You're allowed to say that on YouTube? What you were doing at 18?
Yeah,
I got on an A list.
What was his name?
I'm not allowed near the farm anymore.
Is that why you've moved to New Zealand?
Maybe not.
Sorry. I'm the inappropriate one of the group.
I think I was I was just interested in the weekend. That was all I was bothered about then.
Yeah, I don't really know what I was doing. It's nearly 10 years ago that when I was 18. I'm 27 now, 28.
28 next week, the big birthday bash, Dwayne, Max Holloway and Arnold Allen. That's what we'll
yeah, it's going to be a banger of a fight, though.
I do like Max Holloway.
It was be an interesting shout.
I'm the same. I really like Max, but I do hope he loses just because it kind of moves the division forward if Arnold can batter him. You know, if he can, because otherwise, what's Max going to do? He's not getting a title shot again. He's just going to hold contenders back now. That's the problem.
We'll have to. I don't know. If he does win, that's it. What the hell's going to happen? Unless Volk decides vacate it and just make a run at lightweight, you know.
Yeah.
Like just vacate.
I think he'd do that. Though.
Yeah, I think he's the king of that division, to be honest.
Yeah. Trouble is, it'd really benefit him though, because he could put a bit of size on. But the issue is, he can't put too much size on now because he won't be able to get back down, would he?
Who was we talking about? Like it was like that. Who was talking about someone who had the same? The frame was just exactly the same. Who could go up or down. I know we're talking about John Jones. Obviously, he's got that. He's got the frame to be able to do that.
Got the bloody skills, so it seems as well. Look, I'm not one of them. I don't believe in like fixed fights and all that kind of thing. But if ever there was a fight where you think that could be fixed, you'd look at Cyril Gane and John Jones. Just how it just seemed weird. You know, I don't believe in fixed fights, but
I just don't think Gane's good enough. I think that's it. I think you've put a kickboxer up against an MMA fighter. That's why. It just it's not
it's called Cyril. Like, come on. Intimidating, isn't it? Oh, you got Cyril.
We got Viper, Lucifer, and El Brooklyn. How's it all going? Who've we got? Well, I've got Adesanya. What do you mean for this one? I can't go against Raul.
Too good.
Well, it feels like with the hype that's behind him, look, it's his second ever official UFC fight, like disregarding the Contender Series. They put him on the main card. There's so much hype behind him. They don't want to necessarily feed him someone, but they don't want to kill the hype already. So he's still going to climb the rankings, I guess. It's a bit like Paddy Pimblett. Remember his last his last
Yeah,
fight.
what, the one that he didn't win, but he won anyway.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I won that fight, I'm telling you.
Still thinks he did though, doesn't
You see him in the hospital after his surgery, and he's just having a go at Jared Gordon. I think that'll be a good rematch, though. I think that's a fight they should put on again.
Jared's fighting. Is it Bobby Green?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The issue is, I don't think he gets through Bobby Green, really. So then I don't think you'll get that rematch.
That was a tough fight. Very tough.
What's your predictions for this fight before we go into it?
Raul, I think round one. I think he's going to get it done round one.
Yeah, I do as well. Jay Brooker said,
Look at that 18.
hoping Raul gets some perspective knocked into him. It would be good, though. I think it humbles these young kids quite quick, doesn't it? But I don't know. I think Christian Rodriguez, he's been taken down 10 times in, 2 fights? I think.
Well, can you imagine if Raul does lose, and he does, you remember the Forrest Griffin approach years ago? Just sits in the octagon crying. Like Super Nanny. Like, come down to their level and just address them.
Picked him up.
In the minivan that he bought for her.
It's not fair, Mom.
Are you getting one on this fight?
I'm just trying to deposit funds.
I wish Raul the best, but I hope the UFC doesn't run him into the ground like they did Till. There was a lot of hype behind Darren Till.
Yeah, a lot.
Before, wasn't there? But he's still fairly young now. I don't even think he's 30 yet, is he? Or he might just be 30. There's still a good few years left if he comes back to UFC to turn it around.
Well, he's going to fight at, in Bare Knuckle FC, isn't he? Is he fighting Mike Perry? Oh, no, it's Luke Rockhold, isn't it? Luke Rockhold, isn't
it? I'll actually tune in for that when it's on.
I will. Thing is, I don't normally like that kind of stuff. It's not normally something I'd tune in for. But Mike Perry's just so good and he's just so fun to watch.
Yeah, he's there's that compilation of him on YouTube of Mike Perry's best bits, and I love the bit when it comes out to Beyonce Halo, and he's like, "Oh, it's the wrong song," and he just starts dancing to it and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what song he was going, maybe Soil Halo or something like that, but a little bit heavier than Beyonce. I mean, he did turn Cowboys from an outie into an innie. To be fair, that could be anyone over the past 4 years or so, I think.
Here we are, round one.
Right away.
Not messing about, is he?
Up against the fence.
Yeah. I think he's going to do Rodriguez in.
He came out quick then.
Yeah, sharpish.
Look at this.
Straight down. Oh no, Christian's got back up though. Turn it around, put him against the fence.
Yeah. Just a lot of clenching right now.
Rodriguez missed weight though, didn't he? So he's a little bit heavier.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, missed weight.
To be honest, I didn't actually keep up with much of the weigh-ins for this one. Usually I watched the press conference and that kind of thing, but
yeah,
not a great deal happening now. It's quite grapple heavy so far, and we're almost a minute in. Playing this old 4D chess. Did you manage to get one for this?
Nah, I'll still go for the next one.
Here we go. My leg.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, got him down. Got him down.
Got him down. This could. I don't want to write off Rodriguez, but with Raul on top, could maybe spell danger for him.
Oh.
Imagine someone tuning into this who don't know what we're watching. You just go, imagine Rodriguez on top of you, game over, you're in danger.
The heavier man. Missing weight against a grappler is called strategy. Yeah, I get when it's not for a belt, I guess so, yeah.
Roses is not letting go, is he?
Oh no. I ain't onto him like a bloody shower curtain.
Oh,
Titanic.
I've always wanted to see.
Jack.
It's happened a few times, but I've always wanted to see someone just take that approach and just German suplex him. That mouth guard went flat.
yeah, his mouth guard fell out.
The referee was like, "Come on, come on."
Brush your peggies, put it back in. There you go.
Oh, come on. I hope Roses can do it in this last 2 minutes or so because I've got money on this. If you can do it in the first
So do I. So do I.
That's what all my viewing now is, just that whatever my bets are, that's all I want to happen.
Yeah.
It's fickle bet 365 viewing.
Oh,
back.
jumped up on his back. Come on, Roses, get it
done.
Come
here
on.
We go, Roses.
Move your arms.
Come on, just let him submit you and we win some money.
Yeah,
That's
come
it.
on, Rodriguez, chill out. You're
Just selfish.
nearly under the neck.
Oh, he's nearly there.
Got a long time left as well to survive.
Oh, he's going to use his own arm and against him.
He's just choking himself, isn't it? Look at that. You've got the body triangle on as well.
He's in trouble.
This is gonna go, surely. You can't quite get it underneath, can he?
Done well.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, Rodriguez seems to be good at defending.
Yeah, but Raul is the shit that doesn't flush. Look at him, he is relentless.
Oh, there you go.
He's in.
That's it. Now, no.
Oh,
That's there for
he
long.
moved
Stood
in.
up as well. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's screwed.
Tap out, boy. Come on.
Come on, he's got a minute left on the. There's no way he's going to survive this, surely. Still not under, though.
We're buffering.
Well, he's doing real well. Oh, come on. Come on, Rodriguez. Tap, please. Got fiver on this.
The last of the big spenders, Dwayne.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, I never put big bets on, never. I'd cry
I
too.
don't.
Even if I put a tenner on, I'd cry. I'm like, oh, fiver will do me.
That's locked in.
Last 30 seconds.
Oh. That body triangle is dangerous, though, isn't it? Just keeps you there. Just neutralizes any.
He's doing well, though.
Really well.
Yeah, really defending these submissions super well.
I mean, to be fair, he's clearly trained for this opponent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He must have known exactly what was going to happen.
Where are you, Dwayne? How many seconds left?
3, 2, 1.
We're about 30 seconds behind you.
Yeah, it's jumped.
30 seconds. All right.
Hang on.
Well, what I'll do, I'll
hang on, Dwayne. Just don't touch it for now.
I don't know what I've done with the remote. That's in my pocket. You sounded like Tigger then. There, I think we're probably caught up.
Yeah. So Rodriguez is just getting his eye wiped.
Snack, man, or anything?
I love me chocolate if that's all right, mate. Just any of them. I'm a bin for chocolate, mate. Hey, big spender. That's in my head now. To be fair, mate, my accumulator's only a fiver as well, and that's $5. About £2.50. Got a tenner on the main event. Both fighters land 120 plus strikes, and Pereira wins by TKO 100 to 1. Could be a good shout for that.
Well,
fight.
I think in their last one it was what 82 and 95 each. Significant strikes, so they'd have to hit a lot more than they did.
I can't remember if I've actually got. If I just had round 1 or if I put a sneaky little bet on round 2 for Roses. Look at him straight away again. Relentless. I'm at 43, 42, 41.
I'm at 30, 29, 28.
All right, I'm a couple of seconds.
What I'll do, I'll pause it at 4 minutes exactly, and you tell me, yeah?
All right, yeah. Oh, that was a big knee that he ate, though.
Don't forget, tell me exactly when you hit 4 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Because last time, I think it was the last stream, you forgot to tell me, and I was like, "Oh right."
It just keeps a little bit.
Just count down from when it's 4-5, yeah.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3. It's gone again, mate.
Right, okay.
Right, what are you on, Dwayne? Are you on 4 minutes?
3 minutes 12 now.
All right,
we're not that far behind you.
20, 3 minute 19, 18, 17.
I'll stop on 3, yeah?
All right.
Right, I'm on 3.
9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1, go.
I panicked then. You got to 6 and stopped. I thought, oh, am I going to start counting now?
It wasn't changed.
I wonder it's marble.
It's marbles. All right. Well, Dwayne's got a napkin and everything. Very posh.
Well, I've got
What the hell? You are a southerner now, aren't you?
I've got greasy leftover pizza, so I'm just a bit gross.
That looks real nice.
And by a napkin, you mean a bit of scrunched up kitchen roll?
Oh, Mr. Posh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Posh. He's got his wiping his mouth with kitchen roll.
I think Rose has gassed himself in the first. Could well do. Could well be because he's getting fairly structurally done.
I think he's in roses as well. Coming in with that much confidence, but that little experience is dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a factor.
It's like escaping a shark 3 times and then going back into the ocean to swim with them. At some point, that shark's gonna fucking bite you.
Big alligator. Imagine if he got something.
Well, he's got his back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Doesn't look a bit fatigued, doesn't it?
Oh. He's trying to get that body triangle and spin him over, look. There you go.
Oh,
Dear me. It's like, how does it feel?
We should do this more often.
We don't talk anymore.
Rodriguez has done really well to pull this round back.
Yeah, extremely well.
He didn't really have a choice, so
No, we need to do something.
you're not in a 5-round fight, you're in a 3-round day, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I thought it was under the neck then.
You didn't fire off.
I think he's got it. Just his arms underneath. Why are you still punching him?
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Oh.
What I don't get though is he had one arm tucked and the other one he was just still punching him.
Yeah, I was a bit confused then. I didn't know what was happening.
What do you reckon round 3 is going to try and keep him on his feet, or
Yeah, try and neutralize any of this.
Oh,
right in the collarbone?
so a round apiece now, surely.
Yeah, it's got to be.
All I'm thinking about is your pizza doing.
Yeah, well, you have to keep thinking about it.
Send some over. Might get here in about 4 days.
4 days. What, for Christmas?
Weeks.
It looks like it was made from clay.
All right. To be fair, it looks like he's had a fight before he's even stepped into the octagon.
It looks like he went in to get plastic surgery and they wanted to give him Botox and the doctor was drunk. He just injected him all in the wrong places.
Ray
I
Charles.
don't normally like to talk about like their appearances, but he's weird looking and he's proper weird.
He's Sterling and my boy Triple C. I just really like Henry Cejudo.
I fucking know what's that rat on his head?
Well, Sterling.
Okay, now look at that hairdo. Jesus, needs an haircut, that boy.
Yeah, this is already a different approach.
Yeah,
in the third round, isn't it?
Standing man.
That often happens, though, doesn't it? You get two grapplers, and I'm not doing that again because if they can both neutralize each other, I think we just need to get points now.
Oof. I think he did come into this thinking he was just going to steamroll through him.
Yeah, he's tied himself out, I think, and he looks shattered already.
He'll be all right as long as he wins this. Oh God! Like you said, though, it might do him well to lose the fight.
This early on in your career, it doesn't really matter either.
Because you got to learn, like, and if you're fighting opponents that you're beating easily, it's hard to learn how to improve.
Yeah, you learn a lot from your losses, don't you? It's part of
You
life.
learn more from your lessons than your wins, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're definitely overwhelmed by your win, you know. Especially if you dominate in the way that he has, you know what I mean, in the past.
I'd show
Rodriguez is stuffing those, isn't he?
His defense is brilliant.
I'd shown you both, then my mate, he had a fight last night. It weren't a mismatch or anything like that, but it would fairly one-sided. I just felt so bad for him because I've like spoke to him throughout the training camp and mismatches and dear.
Oh God.
If Rodriguez carries this round on the ground, he's won it.
Yeah, you don't even need to really go for a finish now, do you? You could just hold him.
Flatten out.
Yeah, to me, it's one apiece. I mean, he's going to get chin if he's not careful. Oh, Christ.
Oh my God.
Oh.
He's going to lose here.
Think so.
But back at Swede, that. I'm just looking for technicalities and then I can win my bet.
Are you going to ring him?
Yeah, look, elbow to back. Look, illegal shots. Dana, do something about this.
At this stage, Rodriguez doesn't even need to do anything, just needs to keep applying the pressure and
set up.
Yeah, Rose just needs to get up and get a finish if he's going to win this.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
He's defending his chin well.
Well, it's massive, isn't it? You're never getting under that.
Elbows to the oh God.
Yeah, Rose just really needs that experience, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he needs to go back to the jiu-jitsu gym after this and brush up on his techniques. It's mainly his techniques when he's not in control, because when he's in control, he can stay in control really well. But
yeah,
when he's on the back foot, he struggles to get out of it.
Yeah, his defense isn't good, is it? But
no, and his takedown technique. His takedown technique is not where it should be either. To be able to defend it that easily, all he's doing is popping his legs backwards to defend it. It's pretty simple defense.
Especially when this Rodriguez guy's been taken down so much already in such a short space of time in his other fights, and he's able to defend Roses this well. I think Roses isn't mixing it up enough, is it? You know, he did throw that one strike and takedown, you know. You got to mix it up
confident,
more.
That's what it is. Confidence. You go into a fight that confident. I won't be surprised if he lost it. Like, you know, some fighters that come off the back of, especially when they've never lost a fight, they'll lose a fight and then they'll lose another fight, because when you're that confident, and you get beat, your confidence disappears. It's not like your confidence drops slightly; it completely disappears.
Yeah. Last 10 seconds.
I think he's
100%. This 2-1 to Rodriguez.
It has to be, right?
Has to be, yeah.
Yeah, Rodriguez has got to have won this. Could even say that's a 10-8, that last round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, I've been watching the UFC for a few months now, maybe like 4 or 5 months. I feel like I know a little bit about what I'm talking about.
Because you sort of remember fighters though, don't you? And like, oh, I remember their last fight, this, that, and the other happened.
Well, I've always been a massive fan of boxing, and I've always been a fan of wrestling. So, like, I suppose there's a lot of stuff that transfers over to mixed martial arts.
It's that crossover we were on about, Dwayne.
Yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? You know, it's all fighting, isn't it? Even like, you know, you were saying wrestling, you know, I think that's how a lot of people got into UFC from wrestling. Because like my uncle told me, he said, "Oh, it's wrestling but real." But I was disappointed when Chuck Liddell didn't jump off top of the cage or anything, but you know, it was still good. Yeah, Rose has got to have lost this, surely.
We go next. Kevin Holland.
Is it Kevin Holland? Yeah. Yeah, Rob Fonton after that, isn't it?
Kevin.
Yeah.
I like Kevin.
I'd say that's probably 29-27 if you give that third round a 10-8 to Rodriguez.
I'm going to put Kevin Holland first round.
Good shout.
What's that to win 16 grand?
Yeah. This one's surely not come in, so I had to edit it.
$29-28.
Yeah.
Well, I think we were right. 2-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us, we could be judges.
Sometimes get it right that more than they do.
Look at him with his big watch. Oh, Joe Rogan flashing his bloody watch up.
Make sure it's on the camera.
Yeah.
It's as big as his head, that watch, isn't it?
It's funny, Raul came out so strong in that first round. It kind of felt like the writing was on the wall, wasn't it? But Rodriguez really changed it up, just neutralized Roses.
Yeah, too much too soon.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got Kevin Holland first round.
I ain't got a bet on Holland.
My main theory is on a main card, usually the first 2 fights, one of them at least ends in first round. Am I right?
Pretty exciting.
I don't know if that'll hold up, Ryan. I don't know if that statistic holds up.
You'll be laughing. You can laugh at me all you want, but when I'm $60 richer in about a quarter of an hour's time, you're like on your first win. You know what I mean? I'll be the guru,
the MMA guru.
the UFC guru.
You're the UFC guru.
I won't be a sec. Just finishing this. My mate showed me that accumulator, and if I didn't put it on and it came in, I'd never ever forgive myself. So I've got to.
You got to do it, haven't you?
Yeah, especially when it's only like so little, you know. Vitor Belfort. I always liked him. There's the Don.
Oh, Trump's here.
Is that Kid Rocky's next to him? I just seen the long blonde hair and I just knew.
So hey Dwayne, check this out, right? I've got a mate of mine from back home where I live, and he, do you know what a gibber is?
No.
It's basically where you like dress up like a press and you get into events like,
all right,
without paying. Right, so where's the camera? This is UFC. This is what we're watching now. versus him getting in.
Well, they're just walking in.
Just walk straight in.
Yeah.
Straight past the guard, everything, straight into the arena.
Yeah, if you walk in with confidence, no one stops you.
Well, he actually got on to the whole Daily Mail, not the whole Daily Mail. That's a small one. He got into
Daily Mail's a big paper.
He got into the Daily Mail, Telegram, because he snuck into Mayweather, the big Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
He snuck into that fight and then knocked on Mayweather's dressing room, and then they let him in.
Yeah. Well, today I went to that Star Wars convention for work.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It's not for me. I like Star Wars, and I've been to a lot of conventions in my work, but I've realized I don't like them. It's a bit stinky for me. Really, honestly, it stinks. There's loads of sweaty guys all over the place. They're just not for me. But so they won't let me through at all, the security. They're being proper dicks about it. I was like, I'm made to work with whoever. I won't say the company and that. They're like, well, you have to wait. You have to wait. I was all right, I'll wait. And then they just walked off, and I thought, well, I could just walk through now. None of you are watching me anymore. So it's exactly the same thing, isn't it? I thought, you made this big deal, but I can just walk through now. So what's the point?
There's and with Mayweather.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he just knocked on the dressing room door. So I want to see Floyd. And then he went to the door. And he
Floyd's an appointment with me.
Ends up going into his dressing room, just spending a couple of hours with him in Vegas, and he's mad.
But I still get right.
You've got to see this fight, Ryan. Is this it going into Hall of Fame, Dwayne? Robbie Lawler and Rory McDonald. This fight was ridiculous. Look at the amount of blood. It'll show this bit after the fourth round in a sec, where they just glare at each other and Robbie just spits blood out on the floor. So
they both got flat noses at this point, don't they? It's like, oh god.
Yeah, it would. I'll show you this fight on YouTube. I don't know how long ago it went off, 6 years or something like that, right?
Probably a bit longer than that, I think. But yeah, about that. Look how flat their noses are, literally.
Like Raul.
Look at the octagon's covered in blood. I'll just do a film. Scalp shower.
Do you think that'll knock Raul's confidence a bit now that he's had his first loss? Or do you think he'll just say, never mind, I'm only young?
It can go two ways. Like I said, sometimes when you go in, I think if he was a little bit earlier in his career, so how many fights he had now?
That's his second fight in the UFC.
Second fight. So because it's early in his career, I think he'll be all right. If he'd have gone 6 or 7 fights unbeaten and made it easy the whole time, and then lost, you're hyped up. You're like Paddy Pimblett, you know what I mean? Yeah, when actually you're not that good. You've just fought people who you can beat. But because he's really early on, I think he'll come back and learn from it. But
yeah, I think you're right. It depends, isn't it? You can come out of it, like you were saying, come out of it either way, because he could come out and go, oh, well, I nearly finished him the first round. I'll just do that even better next time. I'll get him out of there, you know. So it's so easy, isn't it, to kind of convince yourself that you really won. But I think you're right, because he's so young, he'll make some big adjustments, I think, hopefully.
Well, if he's got a good team behind him, then they'll be able to say, listen, your takedown offense is great, your takedown offense is shit. So that's what we need to work on. I've got no doubt he's got a massive career ahead of him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Without a doubt.
Viper, we have just witnessed child abuse. Yeah, Hall of Fame, 2015. Was there a thing about that fight with Rory that he was bleeding that much that his lungs absorbed some blood?
I don't know.
Sucked up that much.
Crazy fight.
Lawler's still so good to watch. I know he's. I don't want to write him off, but he's getting older, but he's still so fun to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Surely he's not got long left now, though. Has he retired yet? I don't think he has he?
No. You remember he fought that Brian Barberena? You watched that as well?
Barberena, yeah.
That's when Ryan was watching it in the living room with our other mate Phil, and I was watching it in here, and we're like, "This is stupid." We're both in the same house watching the same thing.
Well, that's what I said to you, didn't I? Thought it's weird that you're watching it in separate rooms. Actually, when did Ryan just come on?
Yeah.
To be there back then, I didn't really know all about it. I was very much a beginner.
Well, I don't know anything about
We're
it.
apprentice.
We'll talk about it.
Padawan.
You just got the little ponytail Padawan.
Yeah.
So how many greeting nerds and virgins were there today at that Star Wars convention, Dwayne?
A lot. I think that's why I don't like it. It was just a bit, I don't know. It's just not for me. I don't want to be mean about people, but they were all just sat on the floor in the middle of it. No one cared about any personal space. It stunk. It literally smelled like beer.
I can imagine.
I don't get that. When you see them people dress up like fucking Ewoks and that, why do they always stink?
Because they're dressed up as an
deodorant in Moss Isley.
Imagine you're walking around with 90,000 other people and you've got a big blanket over you. Think how sweaty you'd be. You're red hot.
Yeah, but antiperspirant, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
72 hours, Lynx effect, as Big Shaq would say.
I told Dwayne yesterday, I went to one in Burnley. David Prowse was there, he played Vader. And they were charging so much money, but I got a picture with Vader and I had it on my Tinder profile picture and I matched with someone and she said, first message where I'm the woman dressed as Queen Amidala behind you in that picture.
Oh, really?
All that shit. Worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Well, I did meet Anakin and Obi-Wan though today. They were there. So
you met Ewan McGregor, or did you not? You just see him?
Yeah, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. There was loads of them, but the queues are massive. I thought, I can't be bothered.
We loved Obi-Wan, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought the series was really good.
Brilliant, yeah.
I liked bits of it. I didn't like all of it. I think it had some big holes in it, but I did like a lot of it.
I hope Kevin, to get back to UFC, I hope Kevin Holland can get it. Ponzinibbio, he was good, but I think he's just a little older now, if that makes sense to say.
He got dropped badly in his last fight as well, didn't he, if I remember rightly?
I remember he was at 269. That was the Dustin and Oliveira card, with Juliana Pena and Nunes.
Yeah.
I remember he was on that. That was like the kind of lackluster fight that was in the middle of all the bangers.
Yeah. Well, talking of bangers,
Augusto Sakai, it just didn't look that good.
Well, we've got Pena versus Nunes 3 at 289. Ugh. Imagine being Canadian, Mark, and you've got your first pay-per-view in years, and the main event's Pena versus Nunes 3. Ugh, you'd be gutted, wouldn't you?
Yes, she is.
You get to see Nunes get fed again, though, I guess. Because I guarantee that Pena won't beat her.
It seems unlikely, doesn't it? But I'll bet against her, just in case.
Oh, always. We won money off Valentina getting beat, didn't we?
Oh, did you? I didn't put a bet on her. It's not like me not to bet against Valentina, but I forgot to do it.
Yeah, we both won, didn't we?
Yeah, we want to see that. Leia, the dog, jumping up.
Yeah, we were going mental. The annoying thing about that was she was on their back for so long. It took so long for it to tap.
Did you see a mouse?
I was saying through that fight.
She had like a mask.
But she kept dipping. Valentina, she kept dipping her head, and I said to Mark, I said, "You watch, she's going to grab her head," because she just kept giving her. She was just literally promoting her head to her, and then she ended up doing it. She must have heard me, I reckon.
I reckon that's what it was. Yeah. Forget about my coaches. What's Ryan Mathis saying in New Zealand?
That's what it is. X Factor 2013, Ryan Mathis.
Yeah, we'll plug that again. X Factor 2013, Ryan Mathis. I need to put the link up there. Actually,
no, you don't.
1 minute, my old mate.
No, you don't.
And I'll put a link to your channel as well. Ryan Mathis sings "Get Lucky" by Daft Punk. Here we go.
We need to get lucky on this one, first round knockout, so I can get some money.
Is that what you've got on?
I got first round knockout here.
But didn't Kevin Holland break his hand in his last fight, though? It was only 3 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the Wonderboy fight, he's more regular than a Kennedy funeral with how he fights, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Always.
You're so old fashioned, Mike.
Yeah.
You have the oldest fashioned things.
There you go. Ryan Mathis X Factor audition. Sorry, mate, I had to do it.
Last time we went on a drink, when we went to drinks, I turned around from the table and everyone's looking at me, and Mark's like, "Hey Ryan, look, I'm showing everybody you're famous." I was like, you get 2 Guinnesses in him, and it's like someone's put 50p in the So wound up the dickhead over there.
It's like devil juice, that's what it is. What it is. How the hell do I pin a comment? Pin message, there we go.
Shouldn't be doing that because
Ryan,
now
I've got this
ITV
half a slice of
no
pizza.
more-
Do you want
no
it?
deals. Yeah, please.
I've had enough.
Take me home.
Your favourite song, isn't it?
One of, I think. Man, I hope Kevin
It looks like we're a couple with your arm wrapped around me.
does look it's even better when if I rest my weary head.
It was a weird relationship.
Let's go, Kevin. Have you seen the videos of him, like when he was on like a win streak? He had like 5 wins in 2020 or something, and how he talks to opponents and stuff. It was against a wacky.
You're the guy who constantly talks.
Yeah, he's like, I don't think he really does now, but like smashing it first, and that's that Nate Diaz. I almost walked in when I got here. And that Jacare Souza, he had him in mount, and he's like in his guard. And he sat there. I had a dream about this last night. I was about 17, the dream, and I was like, but then he knocked him out from his back.
Something
He was in his guard, and they just cracked him. It was insane.
Yeah, it was a big elbow,
looks
wasn't
like,
it? It was mental, that.
It looks like what Kevin Hart would like if he had better genetics.
Chris Rock, if he could fight back against Will Smith.
He looks like Kevin Hart.
Right, I can sense Trailblazer doing it. I hope.
Yeah, are we all picking Holland for this?
Yeah.
First round.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Bloody hell, look at that. Reach advantage. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's massive.
8 inches.
See, do you remember him in 20? Like Kenny C.
Yeah. Almost as big as a man, man.
Bruce looking sharp, looking like he's killed an anaconda. Always. Have you got one on this, Dwayne?
No, I didn't put a bet on it.
I'll tell you what. If Supermarket Sweep was remade with him, with Bruce Buffer.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say Dale Whitten and something like
Welcome to Supermarket Sweep.
I think you make Kevin Holland with his long arms, with his reach, like Mr. Tickle, just getting stuff off. That's what
like he's just there getting Heinz beans and shit. 11 quid.
To be fair, you need that reach, don't you? When you're like him.
It'd be weirder if he had a real small reach, 7-inch.
There's a long way to reach down to tip in it.
Right, did you say 7 inches is small? Sounds pretty big to me.
That's about 7 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's 12 inch. That's 12
is
inch.
it really?
So...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 24 inches then.
Above average.
From the ground.
Here we go.
24 inches from the ground is quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, no, let's not do ourselves a disservice there.
If I'm laid down.
See, Kevin, he went out to touch gloves then in his fight with Hamzat. That was it. He was already on his arse by now. Because Hamzat did not want to touch gloves, did he?
Look at the
I know. I don't know
differences.
why Holland does that now. I thought you'd have learned your lesson by now, you idiot.
Well, he doesn't talk anymore, really, does he? Much in his fights or anything.
No. And like with Wonder Boy, I felt like he could have beat Wonder Boy really, but he just, I don't know, he kept like playing around. Oh,
yeah,
catching Ponzinibbio here.
He is, yeah. Well, them ears are tough to miss.
It looks like the FA Cup trophy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Champions
If he's
League.
any faster, he'll take off flying.
Even number would go, fuck me.
Yeah. Interesting so far.
Like, can we on a fucking trampoline?
Yeah, I know.
That reach is just going to be so much for Ponzinibbio, though, isn't it? He's going to struggle to get past him. Especially Kevin doing these big, long front kicks and stuff.
He needs to get closer, really.
Yeah, he's
Far
got-
away, but that reach is dangerous.
Massive,
Thing,
isn't
like, Kevin seems to have really. I know he hadn't gone his way the past few fights, but he seems to have really readjusted because he was like an absolute wild man, wasn't he?
Yeah, really.
Now I hope he was utilising his reach advantage, keep him at bay, and then just tag. But Ponzinibbio is dangerous if he lands a point.
I think he's got a lot of potential, Holland, as well. Like, even in that fight with Hamzat, you know, I mean, I know he got ragged around, but he got up straight away. I thought really impressive. Oh,
Nice jab, that.
Those big front kicks, bloody hell. He's like the Big Show doing a big boot. He's going to knock him out with it.
Like test.
Yeah.
Is the volume all right, by the way, Dwayne?
It's a little bit quiet, but it doesn't matter too much.
No, that's no, I mean the fights volume.
Oh,
No,
right.
it's-
No, I can't hear it. No, I can't hear the TV.
I can hardly hear it, so
Yeah, it's,
it'll be fine.
so I feel like Holland 3 years ago would have tried about 17 different flips by now.
Mr. Holland, I've got a bet on it. Can you knock him out, please?
Like first round for you, isn't it?
Oh, you got first round knockout round for you bet.
Yeah.
You might get it.
Heavy kick.
We haven't really done anything, have we?
Let's feel him. You look at how busy Holland has been. He's got a fair resume, even though he might not have won all of them. But the amount of names that he's fought.
Yeah.
You remember what's it called, Cowboy Oliveira, where he had him in some sort of lock about 5 seconds to go it round, and Holland just gives it double thumbs up to camera.
Oh, that's what Ponzinibbio needs to do, doesn't he? Get in and do those big bombs as he gets on the inside.
Yeah,
Holland's talking to him now, isn't
I thought he had his eye shut then.
he?
Let's go, Kevin. Come on.
I don't know if is Ponzinibbio used to fighting someone this much taller than him. I don't think he is he?
I don't think so. Because what's Kevin about? 6'3", something like
Yeah,
that.
6'3", yeah.
Bit of a boring first
Oh.
round. So I'm not the UFC guru.
Round two. Thumbs up.
Holland keeps tagging him though, doesn't he?
He does keep.
Oh, he's got his foot.
Whoa!
How did he get in there?
Bloody hell, look at that.
Oh, that was so close.
Interesting. How did he do that? How did he get though? Because he had Holland's leg, and I missed that.
I didn't see what happened. I was watching it. I didn't see what happened.
He tried dropping himself down by the looks of it.
Not sure replay. How would you score that? There you go.
9, Kevin. I think Kevin was more active.
Oh.
He did go down.
And he...
Look, we're at this. Back fist.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's got to be 10-9.
Well, I didn't even one leg.
That's the thing, though. I need there was a couple more seconds.
Imagine having someone by the foot, right, and their reach is that long, they can just tag you all the way over there. Like, I can barely touch my toes.
Sense it, round 2 knockout.
You could have told me that 20 minutes ago.
Keep the cards close to the chest. Not a great deal so far in round 2.
No, wasn't a bit of a slip then. The issue is, why is Ponzinibbio going so far back? He needs to close the distance. He can't fight from range.
You'd think when you... Oof. Looping swing.
It takes some... Oh, big elbow then. It takes some adjustments to fight someone so much taller than you. Like, Volk's great, isn't it? Because he's done it his whole career, basically.
Yeah. That's how he's accustomed to it.
Mm.
I've got Rob Font for to win the next one.
Really?
Mm.
Oh, Yanez is he's real impressive. Oh. I think he's feeling these shots definitely. Kevin's throwing. Kevin Holland is essentially Johnny Walker, but with a chin. That Jamal Hill knockout was something else, I think.
I'd say Walker's got way better jiu-jitsu than Kevin Holland, though. Like, way better. Not even similar fighters.
Remember the Hamzat fight where he's like, because everyone knows that I can't wrestle.
Yeah. I'd have told the UFC to suck it. I said, I'm not taking it, mate. Get lost.
You got to think you got handsomely paid.
Most of them, right? Because to save that card, basically.
Then Dana sent him like a Rolex or something like that as well.
Pair of shoes, I think, wasn't it?
Ridiculous amount.
Mm.
Imagine a Rolex for Dana's like you buying a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
A Freddo.
Inflation now. That's an expensive luxury.
Have you seen Aldi's got their own version of Freddos now? They're like, I don't know, Tomos or something.
Tomos.
Todo.
Yeah, they've got some in those as well. They're called Damos.
Damos.
Damos. It's just a chap chocolate bar.
Yeah.
It's got shards of glass in it.
You get a free Stanley.
Yeah.
I don't know why Ponzinibbio keeps going back. It's not. I just don't see an advantage for him there going back.
Oof,
he needs to stop grabbing the foot. It doesn't work out for him every time.
Some nice spins there. Let's go, Kevin. Get it started. See, that leg kick, that'll be chewing him up. Seems to have been there all night.
Yeah, it has, isn't it?
Oof.
Holland's like throwing like hammer fists.
Let's go.
Oh,
let's go, Kevin.
Ponzinibbio's clinched it up though.
I forget about the grappling. Throw it in the bin.
Stop being selfish. Mark's got a bet on this.
I know. You'd think they'd understand this.
Well,
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to win 50k, Dwayne.
Well, you might.
Well, back to work for you on Tuesday, mate.
You won't quit your job on 50k anyway.
I've got 2 weeks left at this job, mate. I might as well.
Oh yeah.
Just go on a big trip.
Yeah, Holland's catching him every time, and Ponzinibbio just can't seem to adjust to that reach.
I thought the round was over, but no, it was just Kevin Holland taking a break to give the thumbs up to someone.
Well, that's 2 rounds to Kevin Eaton, isn't it?
Oh, get me gutter with it.
It's got to be what, 2018, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say
I don't think
definitely.
I don't think Kevin's done enough.
Although one of the judges in the recent months, they could have probably given that 10-8. They seem to give them away like sweets now, don't they?
I know. You've got to, for me, for a 10-8, you've really got to work someone. Like, you've got to drop them a couple of times.
Max Holloway and Calvin Kattar, they were 10-8 rounds.
Yeah.
That was one of the most one-sided, like 5-round victories. It was ridiculous.
That was so weird.
There you go. There he is. Speaking of the devil, Holloway and Allen.
I'm excited for that fight. I don't know if Allen can do it, but I really hope he can. I think it'd be good for him.
Right, they're 2-0 Holland. I'd probably agree with that. I don't think Ponzinibbio's done enough.
Ponzinibbio's just so tough, though, isn't
he? Durable.
I think we might get a bit of trash talk from Holland in this final round because he's already up 2 rounds. He can just mess about now.
Get on microphone after and just say how much he hopes Masvidal gets knocked out. They had a couple of scuffles, didn't they, this week?
Yeah. Holland always seems to be getting in scuffles with people, doesn't he? I've noticed. It's a bit weird.
No, yeah. It's like that person on Facebook who's always complaining about drama in the life. You're like, maybe you're the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that kick seems to be paying dividends. Even though we're in the 3rd round, it still very much feels like they're just feeling each other out.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Do you think that's Holland's game plan? Do you think he just wants to win on points just to get a win?
Maybe just be a bit more reserved. I mean, for him, it's a win's a win, I guess, just to get back in the win column.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, if he's just reserving it so that he can.
Okay.
It's quite a slow pace fight, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've done it a few times, yeah.
I guess methodical is a better term than slow pace, isn't it? It's not boring or anything, is it? Oh. Big swing from Ponzinibbio then, wasn't it?
It was.
I think he's doing a good job of getting on the inside because he's got the reach disadvantage. The closer he gets, the better chance he's got to slip a good shot in.
To land them power shots. I think it's almost like he's realised that then leg kick there as well.
Yeah, and Holland's trying to like round him up like a sheep. He's trying to head him. You notice he's like just like knocking around the outside of him, keeping him in the middle.
I want to see him want to land one of them big front kicks.
That'd be brutal there.
Oh, let's go, Kevin. Knockout win. Let's get it. Third round.
That seemed quite quick.
Straight to Donald Trump. Did you see him? Let's go, Kevin.
Straight to
Trump not knowing what the hell's going on.
Trump's looking at Holland like I look at my missus when she takes her top off. I'm like, oh, yes, please.
Where's Colby? Where's Colby Covington?
He's not happy with that. Look.
It did seem a little bit early, to be honest.
Pretty early though.
Yeah, it was.
I think the ref must have thought he was clean out.
It looked. We'll have to see it replay, but it looked like he was on his ass. Like,
I don't think he was. I'm very surprised he ended up.
There you go.
Ending it.
Boom! Clean that. Head down on floor. Back. I can see that. Yeah. He can disagree all he wants, but
yeah,
if his head bangs the ground.
When you sit in slow motion like that,
Look at that bang. Down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even cover up, did he? If he'd have covered up,
if he'd have covered his arm, yeah, like he wouldn't have played it.
Yeah, it was a good stoppage.
Smiling.
Now I've watched it back. It's a good stoppage, to be honest.
Fair enough. Win.
See, that's what Kevin needs to do. Like, he's such a good fighter. He needs to stop being an idiot, doesn't he? Like when he fought Wonderboy, he let him get up loads of times. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was, maybe it's just recency bias, but look at him saying about his leg. I love Kevin Holland. He's just entertaining to watch.
He's a real fan favorite.
Dan Mergley, like he's got two proud sons. Nice.
So he jumps up to Donald Trump. Donald Trump's like, I want to build a wall. You keep you all out, okay? We don't want UFC fighters here.
I'm gonna come.
Not in my space.
Yeah, that calf kick affected him, didn't it?
Yeah.
Should give Donald Trump the mic. Well, as a UFC fighter, my fight would be the greatest fight, the bestest fight, the only fight you'll ever see.
He's been at a fair few of them, hasn't he?
Yeah. Dana seems to really like him, doesn't he? I'm surprised he's there though, because I haven't been up with the whole Trump situation.
Yeah, it was fair enough.
Yeah, literally.
For assassination.
Yeah, what's that about Kevin?
Not Kevin. Not our Kev.
Glad to see him back in the win, Colin.
So here's a question, not about this fight, but about Adesanya, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously lost his belt to Pereira, got the rematch. 2 UFC fight. That'll be the second UFC fight. The second fight in the UFC between the two of them. If Adesanya wins, I'd say there's a 95% chance that there would be a number 3, right?
Well, they've
Alex said this week, hasn't that's it.
Both of them are interested. They've both said this is the last time we'll fight, both of them.
Yeah, but you think if you're in this division and the whole point is to get the belt, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so, if Adesanya is going to stay champion, or Pereira is going to stay champion, they either go up or down a weight class, or they fight again.
I think you've hit the money right on the head. I think Pereira is going to go up because that weight is ridiculous. He barely makes it.
That's who was on. Was on about Pereira.
Look at Cerrone. What's up with his nose?
You see his Trump
Kid
t-shirt?
Rock. Oh, it was Kid Rock. I thought it was.
I broke my back. Final.
That's a weird ass. I was watching that. I was telling you last week. I watched like a 40-minute montage of Tyson's knockouts, but it was like saying this is him against I don't know, whoever, and they were an up and comer, that kind of thing, and it's just phenomenal. I'm not a big boxing guy, but to watch that was just ridiculous.
I'm not a big boxing guy at all.
Tyson.
I watched that where he narrates it. Yeah,
It's a good movie.
I wish I did like boxing though, but there's too many fights for me to watch with the UFC. I can't start watching more.
Yeah, it's there's too much politics in it for me and organisations and
yeah.
Well, that's why this is as a fan, it's good because it's just one company. Here it is.
It's variety as well, isn't it? There's a lot of variety.
I've got an advert on for Unibet or something.
Oh, we've got Triple C. I just really like him. I'll have to show you videos of him, the King of Cringe. And he had 2 belts, and there's videos of him. He's got him laid out in bed with nappies on. And that like took you in at night and all that. It's his gimmick though to be like real cringy.
Yeah. Well, like I like Cejudo. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of that cringe gimmick, but at least he's doing something. You know, that's how I always think. Like, if you've got a gimmick and you're doing something, you know, it makes it a bit more interesting.
Sterling is no joke though.
Yeah, it really isn't. And the thing is, every time I've picked against Sterling, he's proved me wrong. So, but I don't know if I can pick him in for the next card.
Well, we were talking about this. Cejudo definitely like overestimated his status and worth, didn't he? Because he retired when he was like, what were he, 33?
Yeah.
He was a 2-division champion, defended one of the belt. It were against was it Dillashaw? No. Who did he retire against?
Oh, I can't even think.
Oh, Dominic Cruz.
Yeah,
Dominic Cruz. He fought him, and then after he's like, oh, I'm going to retire. And then for like, it took about a year out, and then he spent the time since then just being backstage calling out Sean O'Malley, Pure Yarn, Aljamain, all this.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this would be good. Oliveira and Benny.
I'm not saying anything you're saying. I've just got fucking crappy bet adverts on.
It's just showing the build up for the next one. It's good that everyone's getting behind Dariush, saying he definitely deserves it. And if he gets this, there's no doubt he's next for the title shot.
Yeah, he's got to be, hasn't he? But it's really tricky though, because it seems like there's a lot of options for Islam. He can go up a weight division, he can fight Volk again, or he can fight the number 1 contender. So it's tricky.
Bryce Mitchell on that card as well. Jessica Andrade, she's regular as well.
Yeah.
Sounds like Nana. Well, family.
What, Jessica Andrade is fighting again? Who's she fighting?
Yan Xianan.
Regular.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's fighting Yan
Xianan. Barbara.
So I've got a theory, right? So do you remember like 2 years ago, there was this big thing with boxers where the retired boxers kept coming out of retirement.
Tyson and Roy Jones.
Yeah, there was a couple of fights. Ricky Hatton had one as well.
Oh yeah.
How cool would it be to see the UFC greats do the same thing?
Yeah, we see that. We do, and they fight Jake Paul. It's embarrassing.
I mean, in Octagon, but UFC fighters against UFC fighters. You know
Chuck Liddell did a T one, didn't he?
Yeah, I think the big problem with UFC fighters is they take so much damage and they age so quick. It's like, it sounds good on paper, but I don't think it'll be as fun as you're hoping. It'll just be
like the Liddell and Ortiz 3.
Yeah.
Liddell were an absolute killer, and you can't train your chin. Well, once it goes, it goes.
Yeah,
and in that, I'll show you that third fight. It's sad, to be honest, just because if you remember how good Chuck were, and he wanders around like as if his arms were stuck. That's always how he fought, wasn't it? But then he just didn't belong there. It was sad.
Look at Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
The first fight was obviously amazing. Second fight, oh. Nick looked like he was fighting in slow motion.
Is he? I don't know if he's in the USADA pool.
Well, he's training again, isn't he? He's definitely training, and so he's got to be tested twice in the next 6 months. So I don't know.
Well, the thing is, we don't know if we'd even find out, just as fans, because if he's already been tested once.
Well, you can check it. You can check it on the website, can't you? USADA website. They've got everything on there.
Oh, is that how it is? See,
yeah, you can access everything. Let's have a quick look. I think if Connor had been tested, no,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, athlete testing history. You can just literally just type them in.
Rob Font is good, but Yanez, I think, is going to take this.
Yeah, I do. I think we're going to get a really fun sort of boxing match here. And I think Rob's just a little bit slow now. He's, just compared to Yanez.
Remember Rob beat my boy Cody Garbrandt. I don't know why I've got a soft spot for Cody. I just really enjoy watching his fights when he turns up.
It's going to be I think it's going to be a good fun fight. This actually, right in the middle of the card. A lot of the time, the middle fight can really drag the card down. That get a bit boring. Just be 1 second.
Get this out. Get your name on the canvas, and then they put the piece of canvas in a frame.
Send it to
you. Yeah, $1,000.
Jesus Christ, it's a lot in it.
If I had a load of money, I'd get you with mine. I've officially reached the age where happy hour is in it.
Well, sat on my ass. I can't really now. It just ruins me.
Guess that's all. A trans woman MMA fighter was flattened out by a male fighter in an amateur match.
Rob Font will be schooling Yanez until the last 30 seconds, where Yanez badly drops him. Could happen.
Get this.
Are we synced up? Just because when we have the adverts, it tends to mess up a bit, doesn't it?
I've got Rob Font coming out.
Yeah, for us.
Oh.
What's this? Man versus woman.
The trans.
Man, woman.
Completely knocked out. Dangerous that though.
He's just getting Vaseline up, Dwayne.
Yeah. We're exactly the same spot then.
Who's that? Guess Walker. Oh, he's a general.
Service.
It's funny that you wouldn't get that in England, would you? You wouldn't get just some random general as like a celebrity.
No. You get like a Bradley Walsh in crowd or something, wouldn't you, in England?
Yeah. Beast from the chase.
Yeah.
I'm Robinson.
You are the biggest link. Come on, just give us a little wink.
Such as my life, internet connection is unstable.
Bad room. Use my mobile there.
Blind spot in the room.
So have we all got Yanas for this?
I've got fun on this one.
I've got Giannis. I've got toilet actually.
Have you got a bet on this one, Ryan?
Yeah, mate, fun finish. But I've had 2 monsters and my too much caffeine in my body.
Yeah, I can't have 2. I can have 1 and that's it. If I have 2, I'm buzzing. I can't do it.
Well, I had 1 and Mike got me 1 and felt rude, so I drank it.
Oh, you thought it was rude?
I thought it was rude, so I drank it anyway.
You got to be polite, haven't you? It's fair enough.
No, I feel like I could run a marathon. I definitely couldn't, but I feel like my heart rate's that high that I could right now. It never helps when you've got a bet on as well, and then your heart rate's even higher because you want to win your bet.
Yeah.
Well, so far, favourites have won, so nice to bet against the grain.
Well, I've got 2 more bets, but
you bet on this one, Dwayne?
Nah. Literally, I don't bet much. I do about 15 quid an event, and that's it. So
we do the same.
I do $30, which is 15 quid.
Yeah,
just money you can actually stand losing, though, innit?
Yeah,
exactly. Like 15 quid, I don't mind. You know, you think because it does add to the excitement. Like that first round with Rosas, I loved it. Do you know what I mean? I was well excited.
Did you John's round submission? Either way. Oh shit. Way?
Yeah. You guys have frozen them for quite a while.
Can you see me moving?
Yeah, I can see you moving now. But it literally
right.
it was, it just kept stuttering everything you were saying. I was like, I can't hear what he's saying.
Is it any round, Rob?
Yeah, any round, yeah.
Oh, so just to finish. That could come through.
So far, it looks promising.
He's having a good round.
Mm.
You're only 45 seconds in, you know.
Ooh. Oh, nice
job.
He's got well under his eye already.
Yeah, I was going to say his eye's knacked already.
Oh, that jab is dangerous, though.
Strong jab.
Gee, oof.
Oh,
This is
a big elbow.
High, isn't it?
Oh, nice knee to the face.
Looks like a very, very young Jorge Masvidal. You know, when he had the short hair and the little shitty beard.
Yeah, he does a bit, doesn't he?
That jab's killing him.
For Rob. Rob's jab.
Yeah, Rob's jab's like properly rocking off Yana. Yeah, okay. Is it Yanez or Yanez?
Yanez. Oh, what a fight already.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, lad.
I don't see this going 3 rounds.
Bosh. Oh, go on.
Font is lighting him up, isn't he?
Oh, Jesus.
He's running away.
I don't blame him. I would too.
Oh, it's so precise for that jab.
Oh my God.
Jesus. There we go.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
The UFC guru is back.
Just a short stint away.
Holy heck is $60.
That ref is terrible, isn't he? He's just watching him die.
Man.
He's like, oh, I'll wait for ages.
We was just saying when you went for a pee that usually, because you know I have these weird, like, Dwayne was laughing at me because I have the statistics on, like, usually there's a knockout in the first round in the first 3 fights. I was correct.
You said you can't change it after. You said the first 2 fights.
Okay,
you said the first 2 fights.
But I also said usually throughout the card there was one fight where the favorite doesn't win. That's why I bet on.
I don't think that's why I laughed at you. I don't think you said that when I laughed at you.
Oh, that was such a good shot.
Look at that bang!
Massive, wasn't it?
Woo!
Viper, the Rob Font will be schooling Yanez for the last 30 seconds. That was just great.
I'll take that.
Couldn't be more precise than that. That shot was ridiculous. Because the stream is slightly behind what I've got on. When we were talking, then you could just hear us all give it like, ooh.
Yeah, the stream's always behind, isn't it? That's just how they work, unfortunately. God, that was brutal. That ref was so slow to stop it. I was like, he's out. Stop it.
Yeah.
So we got Masvidal next day.
Yeah, come in already.
Masvidal's like, because I like Masvidal, but the odds for him to win are really.
Gilbert's ridiculously good.
Well, Gilbert's got all the tools to win, hasn't he? Really does.
Yeah.
But...
Be 5 rounds then. Co-main's 5 rounds, isn't it?
They change it. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 5. But I think this is a 3 co-main. I think it's a 3-rounder. They can't seem to make their minds up whether the co-main is going to be 3 or 5. It just depends who's fighting and what they want, I guess.
I'm going to put Gilbert, $20 on Gilbert by to finish.
It's very, very good bet to put on.
2-1 there, enough. So double whammy. What we got for this next one then, Dwayne? What do you reckon?
What with Sohail versus Burns? Well, like I was saying, I think Burns has got all the tools to win, and he should win. But I think he's going to get dragged into a firefight. I think he's going to, because he's a big Miami crowd. They're all excited. I think he's going to get a bit excited and he's going to get dropped. I think Hoyer might sleep him.
That's the thing. You put anyone in a fist, like in a brawl with Masvidal, and you can get it done.
You know, my gut was telling me Masvidal.
It feels like I've got a stab in the dark bet on Masvidal to finish, but
I'm going to do the same thing because I just won that bet, so it doesn't really matter. And my gut feeling is for Masvidal. So I did this last time with this same fucking card, first card with Pereira, and I went with my head instead of my gut, and I lost.
Yeah,
it's a good job that I don't bet big because I look at what's actually could reasonably happen, and then I look at like a ridiculous bet, like I don't know, Masvidal to get spinning back fist knockout in the last 10 seconds of the fight, and it's like 1,000 to 1. I'm like, ooh, imagine if it comes. That's why I don't bet big, because
I never bet big. It's not worth it, is it? That's the thing. I think all my bets I've won and stuff, I'm definitely in the negative. I've definitely lost more than I've won. Got to have done.
Yeah. Rick Wheeler on Yellowstone. Never heard of it.
No, me either.
Bilal Muhammad.
Never heard of him either. Who's this guy?
I don't know who it is. He covered his face. Who's winning GSP? In the prime, that would have been a dream fight, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be gorgeous. Have you ever tried that? What's it called? Modelo?
Modelo, no.
Yeah, I've had it. It's nice.
Oh, it's Nunez.
It's Belgian, I think. It's a bit of a. It's weird. It's a lager, but it's not very fizzy, and it's a little bit creamy, very slightly.
All right.
Slightly sweet. It's nice. It's not bad.
Here we go. 11 from Stranger Things.
11.
I tweeted him. 11 in that. What do you call dungarees?
Yeah.
Never ever worn them in my life, even as a kid.
I did as a kid. I used to wear them all the time.
You know what I didn't like this week is, obviously they show the build up and like the preparation for the fight and stuff. Everyone's saying like there's putting zoomed in pictures of like Masvidal's waistline and all that, and he's like a bit of a muffin top and stuff, and you're like, stop it! He's an athlete like in the UFC. It's not as if he's Jabba the Hutt or something.
And it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's literally...
Just we're talking about waistlines. You want to split this last bit of chocolate? Did you know that he knocked out Ben Askren in 5 seconds to win?
Did it? I don't know. I've just got adverts on, so I don't know what you're looking at. But I assume it's. It
was. I'm so glad he did that. I watched a little bit of Ben's stuff beforehand. It's like creating a fighter and giving him 100% grappling and 0 striking.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I love Askren. I think it's. I'd have loved to have seen him come into the UFC in his prime, not when he's like needs a hip replacement and all that, and he's knackered. And
well, it was. You look at when people go, "Oh, why did they trade Mighty Mouse for Askren?" You're like, well, if you look at it this way, like he got a controversial win over Robbie Lawler, the Masvidal hype of the 5-second knockout wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So, like, the fallout of that, you're like, well, it created a star in Masvidal.
The Mighty Mouse wanted to leave. That was the whole point.
Yeah, they swapped it around, didn't they?
But... yeah, that's the thing, because, Mighty Mouse was stuck in a contract, but he didn't want to be in. So it's good for everyone. I don't know why people complain about it. Like, that's what they all wanted.
Do you remember the build-up months ago, when before this fight was announced? And Jorge's giving it like, I'm Gamebred, he's Gilbert. It's like, yeah, all right.
What does Gilbert's nickname mean, Dorino?
Dorino, not sure.
Type of crisp. I don't really know.
Yeah. That'd be my fighting nickname, Dwayne. Roast chicken. You seen Gilbert fight? I think we watched him and finish Neil Magny in the first round. That
I think my UFC fighting what would yours be? If you could have a UFC nickname, what would it be? If you was a fighter.
Don't know. It just means tough. Dorino means tough.
I did.
No.
What would yours be? What would yours be if you was a UFC fighter? What would your nickname be?
The tapper, because I'd tap out immediately. I'd step in, they'd ring the bell, and I'd just tap, and I'd leave.
Yeah.
Penguin.
Yeah, just like
I'm the first person attacked to a feint. I'm like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah. That's two things that you last 5 seconds at doing.
Bruce comes in and points it, and you're like,
yeah. Oh, I'm too nervous, mate.
what does me, man?
No. I'd have to get back to you on that.
Mine would be lad.
Lard.
Like the guy from The Simpsons.
Oh, the Donald thing, yeah.
I'd cut an hole in my UFC belt, because obviously I'd win the championship.
Oh well, yeah. Just having not poking through the belt.
Yeah, I once applied for the UFC, but they said I was too tough.
It is true, yeah. Sergey Pavlovich must have been shitting himself, I think.
Yeah, it was, mate.
John Jones, like, that's the reason I took so long to move.
That's why Francis has left. That's why he's like,
yeah, that is true.
He wanted to join me, Francis.
Come be for training tips.
He wanted me to train him.
I'm so interested in how this fight's going to go, because Masvidal, if he loses, surely that's it. Surely. But he is against a top tier opponent. But even if he does decide to stay, he's still a massive name draw. Like we were saying, though, he could get legacy fights and stuff after this if he does lose.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it was weird, wasn't it? Because he said, if I lose, I'll probably retire. And then in the embedded, he said, I can't ever quit. I love this sport. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, which is it, man?
Yeah.
So we synced up. The lights have just gone purple for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm well excited for this fight. It's going quick, this card, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, finishes. Especially the first round. Finish.
UFC Guru called it.
You get the, you know, when there's a real nerve-wracking fight, and we're just sat here, but this happens every card where we're like, oh God, I'm just nervous now. I don't know what to do. Like, how the hell they're feeling.
There's some fights, my heart is like, feels like it's going to come out of my chest. I'm like, bloody hell, how are they feeling?
I think the second Colby and Usman fight, I remember watching that in a bar. No, that was at my mate's house. The first Colby and Usman, and I was in the pub, but that was the same card as Volkanovski and Holloway won, but that was in Sydney. So obviously, when Volk won, place was just.
I think last fight where my heart was just going was Conor versus Dustin 3. I don't know why. I was just my heart just goes in those fights.
Gold sat on here, already knocked it off.
Yeah.
So,
we'll sync back up when Ryan comes back, don't worry. We've got plenty of time.
you jumped up and already knocked it off, mate.
You want to watch Masvidal?
I don't know how to do that. Mr. Powers, what's the call for this fight? Who you got? I've got to go with my gut feeling. I think we're going to see a Masvidal knockout.
I'm going the same.
We got him just cracking his neck, getting the Vaseline on his eyes.
Vaseline on his eyes? Oh, I think you're ahead of me now. One sec then. So I've gone live again. So.
Nah, come on, mate.
What's happening on yours right now, Mark?
Masvidal just fist bumped someone and he's just getting touched up.
Tell me when he stepped into the octagon.
All right, hang on.
He just walked upstairs now and he just walked in the octagon.
Jumping around now.
Perfect. Right. Synced up.
Jaws keys to victory: strong takedown defense, control the distance, and live in the moment.
I actually can't see that bottom left corner because my laptop's covering the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So I miss out on the tweet. I hope no one gets knocked out in that bottom left corner.
On this fight, I reckon whoever gets knocked out first is going to lose.
Very good. Like Michael Owen football commentary, that, isn't it?
Whoever scores the most goals is going to win.
Yeah. Hoping Masvidal can pull it off. Buddy probably doesn't have too much left at 38. I think you're right there. And it's a bit late. We've said this before, haven't we? He's such a good brawler. If you put him in there with Wonderboy Thompson or something like that, you're going to get such an interesting fight. But if it's primarily grapplers, it's a bit late in the game to be mastering a new skill, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah,
Depends
well,
how
that's
Burns
what you saying,
fight,
wasn't it? Huh?
Depends how Burns wants to fight.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like, you know, Jorge said, "Oh, all I've been doing for 6 months is doing wrestling." I thought, 6 months isn't enough time, Jorge. Do you know what I mean? You can get pretty good at something in 6 months, but you know, these guys are elite. You know, you can't get to an elite level in 6 months.
Yeah, well, my heart wants a devastating knockout, but I'll do like Burns as well.
I'll put two bets on this.
Yeah.
Burns round one. Masvidal to finish.
Anytime, yeah. Woo.
Wayne's got Harry Potter's invisibility cloak on.
I just sat there now, pulling head off it.
Gilbert.
See, on paper, this looks like such a bad match for Jorge, especially with the losing skin that he's on. But I can't imagine. No matter what happens, I can't imagine this to be boring.
No, it's going to be fun, isn't it?
The
thing is,
live.
Yeah. I haven't seen Ben's fight, I don't think.
So Masvidal, he's had a bit of a long layoff, hasn't he?
Yeah, been out for a while, at least a year, right?
Yeah, because I was at home, wasn't I? Last year, it was Colby was his last fight.
Yeah.
They'll take the crowd out of the fight.
Yeah, they're in Miami, aren't they? Start fast and early, get the takedown. Yeah, I don't think Daniel Cormier would ever give a tip of stand and bang. Won't surprise me if Daniel Cormier gave a tip of like perform a choke slam. Something like that. He's a big wrestling nerd, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's doing all the stuff for ESPN now, isn't he? With WWE.
No, he defeated Magny.
Yeah, right. First round submission.
In January. I thought it was earlier than that, actually.
He had 11 first round finishes.
That Usman fight, he ended up getting beat. TKO, wasn't it? But he did some damage to Usman there.
Yeah. Well, he dropped Usman, didn't he, in the first round, Burns?
Yeah.
Here we go. Come in.
I think my fighting name would probably Snorlax.
Snorlax.
Yeah.
You'll be out that quick.
Yeah, I'm always on my arm.
I think your UFC. I think your UFC name will be like your bathroom habits. Or your Diglett.
I thought you meant roses.
No,
I didn't really get. I thought you meant the smell of roses. That's what it is.
No.
To see.
You get knocked out and just shit your pants.
Or
Or that you'd use the fact that your ass stank that bad to knock out your opponent.
Just a fart.
Get him in the 69 and just fart.
Like an Andre the Giant tactic.
Rikishi.
Yeah, more like Rikishi, yeah.
home crowd. Well, I don't know about home crowd advantage, but
And has had a lot of fights here. His record looks like a fucking
dartboard.
heart rate monitor.
Yeah, he was. I don't. What was he doing? Was he like the same organisation, or he was good pals with Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, so it was just backyard fighting, wasn't it? In Kimbo Slice's back garden, basically, wasn't it?
There was that tale of he was at Burger King or something when he waiting in line. Gets a phone call, there's a guy here ready to fight if you want to come fight him. So he just walked out the queue, went and fought him.
Well, I'd never do that.
In line for Burger King, there's nothing.
I'd never give up a burger to go for a fight.
Yeah. Gonna go get punched? Not really.
Oh, yeah. Who was that? Who was that in the crowd?
What's her contract?
I'm just going to cover this up for 5 minutes. Just
That's what you were doing when you disappeared off screen.
Woo! Oh, I've just got really excited for this fight all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like a punch in the chest of adrenaline.
Let's go.
Burns and Masvidal.
Oh, he looks cute in his pink shorts.
Yeah, I don't wait to see Adesanya in his blue.
He looks a bit scared.
He was saying this week, Masvidal bet the house.
And we're off.
Here we go, round one.
Thing is,
my thoughts have changed. I'm 100% rooting for Masvidal. I love Burns, but I'm going for it. Come on, George.
Yeah, I've got a bet on Masvidal, but I think I'm really struggling with this one because Burns is good everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah.
Masvidal, Patrick Starr if he was an R&B singer.
Patrick Starr versus 11.
Yeah.
The demagogue. My heart's beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had two monsters.
Yeah, yeah. Probably don't help the situation.
No.
First minute and nothing's happened.
Not really. A couple of leg kicks from George. That were about it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's about it.
Don't get Burns is gonna. He 100% knows how dangerous George's striking is as well.
Oh yeah.
Where's your clock, Dwayne? Where you at?
3:41. 3:40.
Yeah,
we're exactly.
That's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
They kind of change their minds whether the co-main is going to be 3 or 5. It's quite rare we get a 5 round, but get a couple.
If your last name's Diaz, I think it's just presumed, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess if it's a championship as well.
See that big cross then from Burns, and it landed, didn't it?
Yeah. That would happen in the Usman fight, wasn't it? He smiled at him like that, and then about 5 seconds later, seeing stars.
They're both taking their time out there this first round.
Both very dangerous, aren't
they? I think if Gilbert's chin wasn't so suspect, there'd be no doubt in my mind he could win. But I think when he's been knocked out by Hooker and Usman and stuff, you just think, oh.
Hooker, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, Hooker battered him, didn't he?
Was that featherweight?
Lightweight.
No, lightweight. Yeah, lightweight, yeah.
So that's part of it as well, you know, if it's at lightweight and
hey.
You know, big cut as well, like that tires you out, doesn't it? So maybe that's part of it when he fought Hooker.
Maybe, yeah. Honestly, me earlier this week, I'd look at this thinking Masvidal's already doing better than what I thought he was going to do.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that we're just going to shoot for a takedown and.
Yeah, Burns is not active at all, really, is he so far?
Not much.
Guess he's just taking his time. He's got plenty of time, hasn't there? Oh,
here we go.
Oh,
standing. I'm See, if he lands that right hand,
Trouble is, Masvidal keeps opening himself right up, doesn't he? Every time something's thrown, you know, really puts himself into it. I'm like, oh, could get caught.
I feel like that right hand of Burns can land. He's missed it a couple of times now, but when it lands,
he's setting it up, isn't he? That big right overhand, he's definitely setting it up.
Yeah.
Feels like that's coming. 1 minute left of the first round.
Oh, there. Maybe just didn't quite get all of it. Let's go, George.
Those leg kicks are paying off, aren't they?
Seem to be. But every time he throws one, though, Gilbert answers with a punch.
Yeah.
20 seconds left.
In a pretty uneventful.
Well, he keeps taunting.
Because he wants to draw Burns into a firefight, because that's where he can win, doesn't he? He wants to taunt him into it.
Are we going to get a late takedown? Yes, we are. 4 seconds. 3.
Oh my God.
Great. That was a great first round.
Yeah, well, I did have Masvidal winning that first round, but I think with that takedown there at the end, I think Burns might have just taken it then. Might have just edged it. Because it was quite inactive, wasn't it? See, Burns, Jorge looks knackered already, doesn't he? He's only done a round. His age is catching up and he's like 38 now, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, Burns looks a lot more composed. He's only 36, I think, Burns.
Yeah. Oh, did I say Burns? I meant Jorge looks knackered, not Burns.
I can sum it in this second round, I think. Felt each other out.
Yeah, I agree. I think this next round is going to be a lot more active.
What do you reckon? Takedown? You think he's going to attempt that early?
Yeah.
I think when Burns realised how much success he had there with that takedown, I think we're going to just get loads of them now this round.
Come on, running, flying knee again, Masvidal. The other knee this time. Get it done.
And then he can get another crap tattoo.
On the other shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped him.
Straight back up. He's laughing still, but Jesus, he got you.
Yeah, I think Burns is going to just rip him apart this round now.
Here we go. What a throw. What a slam.
Yeah, big slam. Yeah, Burns knows he ain't got to worry about now by the looks of it. He's like, I've got him.
Heavy shots. Hitting the back of the head, is it?
Look like it.
I can imagine this to be the rest of the round, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, why would Burns give up the position, you know?
Yeah. Got one of the most violent strikers on his arse, and you're on top of him. Why would you let him back up?
Yeah, exactly. No advantage to letting him back up, is there?
Surprised he hasn't tried to change position. I know he probably is trying, but he's got his
legs yeah, Masvidal's got that big body lock, and then he's got his legs around him and kind of pinning him in place.
You're doing well, though. He's
Masvidal.
Yeah.
He's stopping him from progressing for sure.
All you got to do is make Burns feel like his attempts becoming stale, and he's going to have to change the game plan again.
Yeah, if nothing's happening. But I suppose he's winning points just with these strikes and stuff.
Yeah, he's got control time, and if no else is happening. But I'd tap to that. Big elbow on my head like that. I'm done. I've had enough.
That's where your nickname would come in, the tapper. Nah, all good, mate.
But it's
5 minutes
uncomfortable,
later,
that.
into his victory speeches, yeah, just sat, let on floor still. Maybe against the fence, create an opportunity for him to get up, but with Burns on top of you, oh, so hard. Gonna pull his pants down.
And Masvidal's got to be careful because if he's getting up, Burns could grab anything, couldn't he? So careful.
Yeah. And back to his. No, not fully.
Oh, nice.
You wouldn't expect that from Masvidal, would you?
No.
Tony Ferguson, maybe.
Yeah. Burns got that body lock on, though, hasn't he? Took him right back down. Just think all that energy you spent getting up, just back on the floor again.
Yeah, back on my ass.
It's just these fighters, grappling's too important now, isn't it? In the game, you can't just be a good striker anymore.
So whose round do you think this is?
I'm leaning Jorge, maybe 10-8 for him.
Yeah.
Well, he's up.
doing really well, though.
He has done a lot better than what I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Burn, just let go and go for it.
Burns is so relaxed, didn't he? He's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So strong, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
There you go. I was going to say he just needs to slip his arm out. He did really well that round. He lost the round, but he did really well.
How much is taken out?
Masvidal is knackered, isn't he? He's moving so slow. Oh.
Yeah. End of the second round.
Have a good sit down, Masvidal. Have a rest.
Have a rest, my old pal. Get that DC. It'll have been like an iron bar watching that takedown.
The thing is, Masvidal's done that like 3 times now already in this fight. Oh, I'll do a knee and then I'll start swinging. Burns knows it's coming. He's like, well, I know you've done your knee. I know where you are now. He needs to mix it up. And once he's done that, maybe throw something different,
Now you wonder if Burns is going to want another round like that.
Yeah.
Or logically, wouldn't you? But
well, he's probably 2 rounds up now.
Yeah.
So
he's probably going to want another round like that, I reckon.
Just wants to hold him, doesn't he? He don't need to do anything. I'll hold him down.
It'll do a lot for him if he does knock off Masvidal. Name value and stuff.
Yeah, especially name value, yeah.
Get something off, George. Come on.
So a nice upset.
Yeah, Burns ain't getting drawn into that firefight like I thought he would. My prediction's way off.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we say that every live stream, don't we?
Yeah.
My prediction's out the window. Maybe we should just do a live stream channel instead, Dwayne.
Jorge just seems so slow now, doesn't he?
Sadly.
In this
if
third
he
round.
connects, it's still going to sting. I don't know if he's still got that power, though, into third round to actually...
Keeps getting clocked now, doesn't he, as well?
I hope I'm going to eat my words, but, that leg kick's been there for him though.
Masvidal's going to throw a big knee again in a minute. You can tell.
Priming himself for that.
Yeah, he keeps bouncing up and down, and he's going to do it again.
Like he's on a spring.
Oh.
Just empty it, George.
Oh, he slipped them. Didn't slip that one.
Yeah. I think Burns is going to sit Masvidal down in a minute.
Yeah, it's coming. Here we go. Why is he just... He's slowed really right down.
Oh, he's got to go.
Well, oh no, it's there for a minute.
It's there all day, isn't it? I think Masvidal's waiting for something. He seems to just be hoping he can get a big counter in, doesn't he, in his last couple of minutes?
Yeah.
But what more can he do, right?
Try and throw him in. But when he was just stood there, look, the head movement seems to have been gone. Look, here we go.
He's exhausted and he's knackered. He's getting hurt. I don't know. Masvidal thinks he's kidding when he pulls a face like, "Oh, that didn't hurt." We all know you're hurt now, Masvidal. Don't lie.
He can't miss now. Can't Burns. Whatever you've got left, George, just throw it.
Empty the tank. Get in. Just go for it, mate. You got no else to lose now. Just go for it.
Oh, yeah. Every punch that Burns throws is just connecting now.
Oh.
Joe really overreacts, doesn't he? I was like, calm down, Rogan.
Yeah. Oh, Burns, leave it off.
That was good.
Can't blame him, though. He got tagged a bit.
Knockout or nothing for Masvidal now. Yeah, but I mean, 1 minute 20 left in the fight. Don't look likely. We how tired he is as well.
He's absolutely
straight down. Yeah. It's a shame, really, because like in the predictions, Dwayne, I think I'd added, I just said, if there's any new fans that have only seen like the past 3 years of Masvidal's career, it's very easy to write him off. This fight included, maybe, and you're like, nah, he's got a hell of a lot going, but just can't seem to get it off, can he?
I think he's just too old now, isn't he? And he's knackered.
Fair though, if it goes to decision, it'll look good for him.
To put up with Burns for this long.
Burns for him. Go 3 rounds and look good for him. A lot of people would have been knocked out by them shots. There we go.
Burns up for a finish there last second.
George there is.
Bit lackluster that fight, wasn't it, really?
I was expecting an absolute war.
Yeah.
Well, let's have one last roll of the dice on the main event for a bet. Yeah, then. I mean, he got caught a couple of times and then leg kicks, but it didn't really provide too much for him, really, did he?
Nah. Masvidal should have really brought it in that first round. He was too timid. He should have just come out swinging. That's when he had his best chance. He kind of, I think after it came out of that first round, it was over for him. That was it. Jorge's going to retire. He's taking his tape off his gloves. He's going to retire.
Yeah, I'll listen into this.
We can't get the tape off though. Yeah, that's definitely it. Jorge's gone, I think, innit?
I'll listen to his post fight.
I don't know why they pretend to drink out of these empty cans.
No, yeah.
We can see they're empty.
Little buttons. Just for volume.
I don't go any higher.
Okay. Only wants the title fight, not taking any other fight.
Don't blame him. I think that's a good shout for him. Fight the winner of Leon Colby.
Yeah. Gilbert and Colby would be a good fight.
Yeah, really fun.
I want to hear what Masvidal says now.
Oh, imagine you're about to retire and you've got some little kids dancing behind you.
What's he saying?
I love you all. UFC came 20 years ago to me. I love this sport. I'm a multimillionaire.
Yeah, been an honor calling your fights.
Did you just say love Trump? Is that who he said?
Masvidal's a Trump supporter, yeah.
No, I just can't hear him. That's all. I just want to know if that's what he said.
There you go.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I couldn't hear him, but throwing his gloves into the crowd and that. And then Joe said it's been an honour calling your fights. I think it is.
He didn't say I'm retiring, but it seems like it, doesn't it? Oh. I always thought Gilbert Burns was shorter than that. He's bigger than Masvidal, isn't he? The way he looks it.
Mm. I mean, it was written for him, isn't it? You know, it's in Miami. First time in however long, 20 years or something, was it?
Yeah.
He's been on a bit of a skid. Is that Theo Von?
Yeah, I love Theo Von. He's so funny, isn't it?
When I sent you a screenshot of the 2024 presidential candidates,
yeah,
I put on a bet, and there were Theo Von, Ronnie Coleman. Who else was there?
I thought you said Ronnie Corbett. Then I was like, what?
No. They'd have to get a shovel first. No, it was the other one. It was the talk show host, the Irish dude who was got the
Conan
ginger
O'Brien.
hair. Yeah, him. Yeah, he was on there as well. I never know who these like American football stars are and that.
No, I don't. Sad for Jorge, but you know, like he said, he's had a good career, plenty of money.
Yeah, good enough for him. Main event time.
I'm really excited for this fight.
I'm hoping you get to see the masterclass on Adesanya.
Well, I've got 2 bets. I've got Adesanya round 1, Pereira round 4.
I think they're good shouts, actually.
When we were talking to the predictions and stuff, Dwayne, like, do you think he's going to knock his confidence? Like, I think the opposite. He seems like the more composed.
He looks in great shape. He looks like the best shape he's been in ages as well. You know, I don't know a lot about it, but he looks physically really good as well. You just think, well, I think he's super motivated here.
I felt that in my ass.
Yeah, I know. Dwayne, you probably felt a rumble then as well. Ryan just farted.
For a second, I had a boxing advert on mine. It said Joyce versus Zhang. I thought, what? Zhang really's going to fight that boxer?
Yeah. There's no fight been announced for her, has there?
No,
and there's no comeback fight announced for Rose either.
No, that's true.
Probably still asleep after her last performance. And I don't mean getting knocked out. Jesus Christ. You ever want an early night, Ryan? I'll show you that fight.
It's the best fight ever, Mark.
Yeah. Do you remember when it were to build up for the Carla and Zhang fight, and UFC on YouTube, they put up 3 fights, don't they? And they put up Carla and Rose 2, and everyone was just commenting like, yeah, we really didn't need this one, guys. Could have just left this. So we were a 25-minute staring contest. So dull.
There's that one round, it was like 2 significant strikes or something, wasn't it? It was ridiculously low.
God awful.
Here we go, the one we've been waiting for. And what a screen to watch on.
I know, yeah, it's a great setup as this.
I don't think we'll watch UFC any other way anymore.
No. Be on TV and you're like, peasant.
You're saying that I've watched some loads of fights just on my phone, just nowhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had that before. We were after your wedding.
Yeah, watch the Anthony Johnson fight.
I'm excited for this. I normally don't care who wins, in all honesty. Normally I don't favour one person or the other, but I'm really rooting for Adesanya this time round.
It's quite interesting to see what happens, like, and especially if Adesanya loses, like, it's it'd be quite a big deal if they lost again.
Yeah, well, it is a big deal for him on a personal level, I think. But I think if he loses, just have a 6 months holiday, wait till Whitaker batters Alex Pereira, and then go batter Whitaker again. It's not too bad for him, really. Just chill out. Have 6 months off. So that's the thing. He beats everyone else in the division. It's just Alex is he's massive.
It's his kryptonite, isn't it?
Yeah. So the thing is, Alex is probably 20, 25 pounds heavier than him in the octagon. And it really makes a difference, doesn't it? That size advantage.
There you go.
If he had another pins there,
that's the thing. He knows that he can hurt him.
That's why I put round one. I think he's going to come out swinging.
I think so. I think he's got to, right?
I think so. He knows if the rounds go longer, he's got less of a chance. He needs to do it whilst he's fresh.
It was a historical moment this week as well. Talk about him throughout time, like Marie Curie discovering radium, the moon landing. This week there was Alex Pereira smiling on a photo. It was absolutely ridiculous.
So you're comparing him smiling on a photo to the moon landing?
It's just a moment in history no one will ever forget.
Might be a bit of an exaggeration.
I don't think it is. It's when he won the belt and he's just I like.
It'll go two ways. He'll come out swinging, or he'll try and tactically win the belt.
He's
by doing what he did the last time. I watched him when he was boring as hell.
He's like not always the most exciting, but he's so technical. I wonder if he does lose. I wonder how he's going to take it. Because
Dwayne were on about that. Like Dwayne reckons he'll sit out for 6 months. Let Whitaker beat Pereira and then come back and beat Whitaker again and get the title back.
Yeah. I think even though they both said they don't want to fight again, it'd be inevitable.
I think so. Especially if Adesanya wins. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Viper, can't believe that's been done. It's going to be great. Fame one day. He has done a lot for the sport. He brought a lot of eyes to it in 2018.
To get additional. So
in fact, I couldn't get. We'll see if there's one tomorrow. Something.
I think there's one on
that set
on stuff for sale. Yeah. The one in Henderson can go and pick up.
Hardly know.
Well, they're closed, but I mean, see if there's one around here.
So is that the official UFC 287 T-shirt there, Dwayne? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's official.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
UFCshop.com.
It looks like you've drawn a number 7 on a post-it note and stuck it to your T-shirt.
Well, that's a design.
Yeah.
It's a rustic design. It's supposed to look cool.
Wait till it gets to 300, just 3 post-it notes over there. Oh.
Yeah, there's one out west, $35.
It's got that bloody. Izzy's got that bloody dog collar on again.
Oh, God's sake.
Unleash the beast.
He looks funny in the blue trunks, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think are they a bit lenient with the shorts colour now?
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, what's the colours for New Zealand?
Black.
Well, that's the rugby, isn't it? Because normally it's got to be the whatever the colour your country is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why he usually wears green, right?
Yeah, because he's from Nigeria. But he's also from New Zealand, isn't he? So he can wear the New Zealand colours as well.
Maybe he's related to the Smiths.
Could well be.
Maybe you got them shorts from the same place you got your t-shirt, Dwayne.
Maybe. It's like a Kevin Owens t-shirt when he does the Mania stuff and he gets tape over it. It's just one of those. Like I know Paddy, he always wants to wear orange shorts, doesn't he, in the UFC, but they won't let him.
Why would he want to wear orange?
He used to always wear orange in Cage Warriors, you see.
No.
It's like his gimmick, I guess.
Do you remember the hype with Bryce Mitchell when he got his camo shorts? At
Yeah.
the time, I didn't really care. I was like, "What's the big deal?" And I think they even said it afterwards, like, "You're the first fighter to get camo." Like, who cares? Don't make him invisible. Just see a torso floating around or something.
Unfair advantage.
Triple H.
Triple H.
Damn the booty game!
Yeah.
I used to do that.
Did he have a?
I don't know what his
usually
theme
comes
song
out.
was.
Doesn't he? He had Undertaker and then he had Saw.
Mm.
It is pretty cool. You know, his battle walk, and then he does the bow and arrow thing.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Could you imagine having a pint with Pereira? It seems so boring when he just stares at you.
Blaring everyone out at the pub.
Beer. You want beer? I get you beer. Want to talk?
Said mild. I want to see him do his march.
He's very focused.
There you go. Even security guards are like, if he kicks off, I think I'll just bail.
Yeah.
It's like when they got security guards, for Lesnar. There's that. I know he's massive anyway, but when Lesnar was sat on the stool and he just takes up most of that cage, you're like, what are you going to do if he kicks off?
Oh, yeah. Know what you can do.
Tranquilizer gun or something.
Like he's a big silverback.
Yeah. There's Glover.
Thought Glover was going to fight then.
Last minute replacement. I won't be mad.
Yeah, I would.
Is that Kevin Owens?
Does look a bit like him.
Oh, more like Kevin.
Oh, Pereira had a broken finger in the last fight. Or was it just in the training he had a broken finger?
He might have had.
Just double check we're at the same spot. Alex is just walking to the octagon now.
He's just about to go in. He's in now.
Yeah. We're exactly the same spot then.
Here we go. Yes.
So what's everyone's predictions for this fight?
I think Izzy at round 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I'm thinking
Get him out a little bit and then
an early TKO for Izzy. That's what I'm going for, but I don't know. It's tricky. What about you, Ryan?
The end is going to be the winner.
That'll be a show. See, that's why Chael Sonnen lost, though, wasn't it? Because his arm was that heavy that the referee couldn't physically lift it. He wasn't strong enough.
What do you mean? Chael's never lost. What are you talking about?
Well, it was like technically because he had to lift the other guy's arm. Technicality, the power balance was just there.
Chael Sonnen has never lost.
That.
That's blasphemy to say that. The reality you're living in.
Rockhold and Pereira, their face off, and Chael's in the middle, like going, "It's my first time. My first time. I can't let you get too close."
Have you seen Pereira's corner? They're proper knobs, aren't they? You know. I'm excited for this fight. This is good.
Oh, there he goes, look. I ride along on my automobile.
Smile right off the back, doesn't he?
Well, he's stalking his prey.
Well, they both look super serious, don't they?
I'd like to see him come in, like, just real nonchalant. Sort of Russell Brand doing a little line dance or something.
Buffer is into this, isn't he? He's loving this one.
There was when I used to do a tiny bit of training, they produced fighters, and they said, one guy, I don't know his name, he used to come out to like Barry Manilow music and all that kind of stuff, like go back a band now.
I love that. It's like Taito Vata, isn't it?
Yeah, Barbie girl and girls just want to have fun and all that. That speaks volumes, though, doesn't it? Tuivasa comes out to like Cyndi Lauper, knocks a guy out in 60 seconds, then drinks a shoey and just goes back and gets pissed.
I'm getting nervous for this one.
Yeah, I'm a little bit now. Kicking in. It's when when the referee sends them back to the corners. That's when I'm like, oh.
Oh, he's cold. They're both cold, aren't they?
It's like the Usman and Edwards 3. When Usman goes over doing all this and Edwards is just giving it.
That was so cool, wasn't it? Colby as well. That was so funny afterwards. He said if Leon does that finger gun at me, I'll call the cops.
I can sense Alex getting finished. Not speaking of bets, but I just think his mind is.
I agree. I think Izzy's going to come out and he's really going to show what level he's at.
We always end up eating our words, though, to be fair, don't we?
I know. Now he'll get knocked out. We've said that. We've put the curse on him.
No touching the gloves, I bet.
I think they might. Oh, you were right, Matt. You were right. No touching the gloves.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Ooh,
This is the
I
bit
am
where I'm
excited for this.
3-second knockout, bro. Fastest knockout in UFC history.
Well, Alex came running out before, didn't he? We looked
Big
like a
kick,
claymore kick.
Blinking, you'll miss
There
it.
we are. First round.
We've all been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Who's going to land the first hit? Oh.
Come on. I'm really rooting for Izzy in this.
I'm hoping he's going to win me over.
Oh yeah. Because you want to see these like kind of dull ones, don't you?
Well, the last fight wasn't dull, but he got beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Izzy either puts on amazing matches or really boring matches. There's no in between.
Thing is, it's understandable for them both right now to be just feeling each other out. They both know the other one has got so much power.
Yeah. They both know they can finish each other.
Yeah.
And it's a 5-round fight. You can't waste all your energy. But I think Izzy's got a better chance if he's more aggressive this time round.
I agree.
You know, what's he got to lose, right? Just come out swinging. Just go for it. You've been knocked out before by him twice. You know, who cares if it's a third? Just go for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Loves that question mark kick.
Yeah. Always looks so cool as well, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I couldn't get my leg up that highway assistance, I don't think.
No.
Has there been a punch landed yet? Or it just leg kick?
Just leg kicks, I think. Thing is, they're both really good counter strikers, aren't they? So it's like,
Yeah.
Oof.
Still first round.
Oh,
That right hand is the one that rocked him at the end of the first in the last fight, wasn't it? And then he followed it up with a left hook.
Izzy's threatening that level change now, isn't he, as well?
I mean, you don't want to say that it'd be easy for him, but I mean, there was a little bit of grappling in the last one, you know. It is possible.
Yeah.
Or is he a bit of aggression?
So it just answers after them kicks.
Yeah. Well, it's a good idea. Just keep switching. If you can do it, do it.
You can thinking.
A boring round so far.
Yeah, they're just feeling each other out, aren't they?
Mm. That's where it's different. Like, I don't find this, but I find this quite intense because it just feels like, oh, anything could happen.
They both look, you know, like a spring just coiled.
Yeah. Oh,
that was slick. That was some Neo stuff, wasn't it?
they had a pin drop, couldn't you? Bloody hell.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Round one. That's that over.
Is that Izzy's round? Do you think just slightly more active?
Just on the leg kicks alone, maybe.
But it's hard to call rounds like that, isn't it?
Plus, when you're watching it live, you're emotionally involved as well.
Yeah.
When you go back and watch it, after the fight's done, you can go, I can clearly see, because you know that there isn't going to be a finish. So, Yeah,
because it's not like we're counting the strikes, is it? It's not like I'm adding them up in my head as it's going along.
Yeah. It's like the third Fury and Wilder. Watching that live, I was gripped. But then when you watch it back, you know that the finish is coming in the 11th. So there's a few rounds before that nothing really happens, sort of thing. But at the time, you're just on the edge of your seat.
Woo. Right, I think they're going to turn it up a little bit now.
Yeah, turn up the notch.
I think we might get a bit of wrestling from Izzy this round,
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Comes out with a big left kick.
Oh,
Question mark kick again. I think
I'm biting on everything.
Yeah. That's the thing, it's so intense. Got Alex hunting him down a little bit now.
Oh, big kick to the body.
Oh. Go watch now, is it? Them hands are dangerous.
Easy, get away from the fence. That's what he did to you last time.
He needs to take him down.
Yeah, Izzy, do a bit of grappling.
Middle change.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, camera change. I thought I dropped him.
Definitely caught him though, didn't he? But didn't drop him out.
Yeah. See if you can land one of the med kicks. They definitely change the pace.
Oh, 100%.
He seems to always have his guard, doesn't he?
Oh, this is intense.
Yeah, I know. It's Thing is, Alex possesses that much power that even like a jab, it's
Swings his head back, doesn't it?
yeah.
And like Izzy puts his guard up and Alex just swings through it, doesn't he? He's so big and strong.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's that left hook that really, really is the difference maker, isn't it? Maybe it's just because of the story, he knocked him out with it before.
That was close. I think they need to change your pace.
To the fence again.
Oh. Izzy needs to stay away from that fence. It's not his ally.
You got Izzy on this round 3, haven't you?
Round 2 and 3, yeah.
Yeah, same for me.
Feeling him out, maybe.
Oh.
Biting on everything.
I really am, literally. All happens, I get excited.
That's 3 times he's done that, like Neo avoiding a head kick.
Get away from that cage, Izzy.
Oh no, stay away from the fence.
Like I say, it really isn't his friend, is it? Oh, here we go. No.
I thought Izzy would do a bit of wrestling, but he's not bothered at all, has he?
Oh dear.
Oh,
Let's go.
Oh!
Let's go. Let's go. Israel Adesanya. Look at that. Payback is a bitch.
Wow.
She is clean out cold. Oh my God.
God.
Check out. He's got the bow and arrow going as well. Jesus Christ. And the Shawn Michaels kick up as well.
Oh
my God.
God.
That was a thing of beauty, that one.
I'm so happy
Jeez.
for Izzy. Bloody hell.
He's back, retained his title. Look at Alex. Oh dear.
Wow.
Amazing.
I want to
What a
watch it back.
guy.
I know it's just happened, but I forgot what happened. I need to see that punch back.
After that, I don't even see how Pereira would want a rematch. Pereira's downfall was he tried to repeat the first fight. And I think Adesanya was ready for it.
It was close to having some success, like with the cage.
Yeah,
And I thought his leg gave way. Well, here we go, replay. Let's have a look at this, see how we did it. Have a look at this. This is where I thought, I know he's done here. Look, you got a bit overzealous. Right hand again.
Straight to sleep. Oh my God. Look, Izzy just waited. He's like, right, there it is. Bang. Oh my God.
Another one for good measure. There you go.
Oh. Oh God. Well done. Look how happy Izzy is.
There you go. Look, bit of respect. They did that after the last one as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't like you. You don't like me, but respect.
Well done, Izzy. Well done.
That's not $140.
Yeah, I won a couple of quid. That's the thing, when you have layered bets, you don't mind you've lost 2 because now I've made it all back and a bit extra on top.
Yeah, I think over the past, I don't know how much I've won there. What, like already, as a greedy fan, I'm already thinking, well, what's next for Izzy? Beat everyone else. Surely 300 pounds is
Probably fight Whitaker again, I reckon.
maybe 150 I've won.
Nice. How much do I want? Let's have a quick look.
Two-time middleweight champion.
Woo.
Well, you were rooting for him through and through, Dwayne.
Yeah, I'm chuffed. I'm really chuffed for him.
What's his name?
Yes.
Do they keep cutting the sound out for you? Like it keeps panning to crowd noise for me.
Yeah, because he's swearing.
They try and time it, like as if, sounds like he's gonna swear.
But you can't do it, can you?
Makes no sense. It's like censoring an Eminem song. There's no point.
Warriors tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think, as much as he's my boy, do you think Whitaker's done enough to gain a title shot?
I think so. He's beating everyone else. That's the problem. Whitaker batters everyone, and so does Izzy. The top two guys.
It's not like you don't want to compare apples and oranges, but it's like the Colby thing. He beat it a lot. Well, no, Whitaker's beat a lot more people than what Colby has in his division, but
yeah,
he's always there. He's just waiting. Like Legolas after.
Yeah, that was sick. That was it. Looked really cool.
Bang! Look at that clean out though.
I think he was already out. I think that first shot that he hit, because the second one barely landed. I think there was a little bit of a delay before his legs went
definitely dazed, wasn't it, for sure?
Yeah.
Wonder what Alex is going to say.
I don't know if they interview him when they've been knocked out. Sometimes
no,
they
won't, will they?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, they only did it. Remember when DC were crying and Joe straight over with microphone. How do you feel? Like shit, Joe. Beat twice by my arch nemesis.
Oh, I'm chuffed for Izzy. Really happy for him.
That's UFC 287 in the bag.
Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.